What's up, guys? My name is Justin Bond.
I'm Greg Campbell.
This week we are previewing the Arkansas versus Missouri football game.
Yep, the 25th ranked Hogs host the Tigers in Fayetteville this Friday at 2:30 on CBS.
After a hard-fought loss on the road to number 2 Alabama, Arkansas is looking to rebound and not only end this football season with a win, but also end a 5-game losing streak to Missouri.
Yep.
This is Diamond State Sports.
Welcome back to yet another pregame chat.
Hogs versus Tigers. CBS, Friday after Thanksgiving, last regular season game, at home, senior day, battle line rivalry. This should be a pretty good one.
Oh, it's going to be a fantastic game.
Absolutely.
The battle line rivalry, the battle line rivalry actually felt forced whenever Mizzou joined the SEC when they did.
Absolutely.
But here in the past few years, it's really turned into a true rivalry between Tiger fans and us Hogs.
Yeah, largely because Missouri leads the series 5-1 since we began in 2014 as SEC foes.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll make it feel like a rivalry to me.
Oh, definitely. The Battle Line Trophy has not been in Fayetteville in the past 5 years.
That's right. I mean, we're 5-1. The inception of the trophy, Arkansas won the first year. The problem is, though, that makes it this like rivalry is in the past 5 losses, most of them weren't big. The Hogs lost by 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 10 points, and 38 points. Thank you, Chadwick. But this has been a phenomenal season for the Hogs.
Yep.
We've exceeded many expectations. But honestly, Greg, in order for the Hogs to take that next step in becoming a consistently great football team, Missouri is one of those schools we play every year. And it's one of those teams we really need to beat regularly.
And that's where I believe we're going to start the new streak on Friday. We're going to beat them.
Absolutely. Streaks are meant for breaking.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, it's kind of embarrassing a little bit that we're on a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah.
But, it's not to any surprise to Hog fans, but Missouri finally looks like after struggling all season, they finally look like they're playing their best football these past 2 weeks.
Yeah, they just barely beat Florida in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a resident Gator fan here. I mean, Florida and South Carolina, not the best teams, but Missouri did look pretty good.
Yeah.
This is not a gimme game.
No, not by any means. There are a few things that we're going to need to do in order to help secure this win.
And that starts with our defense stopping Missouri's top running back. Number 1, Tyler Beatty.
Yep. So he's averaging 126 yards per game this season, but his performance is pretty much directly tied to Mizzou's success.
Yeah, you could say that again. I mean, in all 5 of their losses, the most he ran for in any of those losses was 72 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 or 3 of them were in the 40s.
Yeah.
However, in 4 of their 6 wins, he ran for over 200 yards. Ran for 146 in the other. And then the one win where he ran for less than 100 was against like Southeast Missouri State. I mean, a game he didn't have to play.
Yeah, no, all that means is that he is going to run on Arkansas. He's averaging 20 attempts per game, and one of the keys to our victory is limiting his yardage.
Yeah, you're not going to stop him to run. They're going to give him the ball.
Yeah.
This is the last game of the season. Missouri's going to feed him the ball. We just have to stop his yardage.
Yes.
Speaking of rushing, yardage, let's talk about some rush defense. Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi State. Top 3 rush defenses in the SEC.
Top 10 in the nation.
Arkansas faced all of them this season. All of them. Still managed to have a top 10 rushing offense.
Yes.
This Friday, Greg, our running backs could be licking their chops.
Oh, for sure.
Missouri's rush defense, not only last in the SEC, they rank in the bottom 5 nationally. Nationally. They have 130 FBS teams.
Well, they average right around 235 yards a game on the ground.
Yeah.
Which is really good news for us considering our backfield and quarterback combos.
So they allow an
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it could be a huge day for our running back department. I mean, because they have not faced. I mean, North Texas is the only team that ranks above Arkansas that they faced. North Texas did not win that game and still ran for a lot on them.
Yeah.
Our running backs could have a big game.
Oh, for sure.
The next thing, really, it comes down to quarterbacks. You know, when you look up the quarterbacks, Connor Bazelak versus KJ Jefferson, honestly, they really kind of have similar numbers this season.
Yeah. Well, Bazelak has just shy of 2,500 passing yards. KJ has just over 2,300. 67% versus 66, 16 touchdowns versus 20. It's really neck and neck in all of that.
Two things really stick out when you're researching the quarterbacks. First things, even though they have similar passing stats, Bazelak has the edge, a little bit more yards.
Yeah.
Less touchdowns, though. Bazelak's thrown 10 interceptions. KJ's only thrown 3 all season. Hasn't thrown any in the past 5 games.
Well, and one of them was on a last-ditch Hail Mary play.
Yeah, at halftime against like Ole Miss. That was a crapshoot anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, time was expired, just trying to score, nothing. The next thing that really sticks out, KJ, 496 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns a season. What's Bazelak have?
He's right around negative 31 rushing yards and a big old goose egg in the rushing touchdown area.
Yeah. That's a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I can't say enough about KJ's speed, his quickness, his power, his escapability. He has truly turned into a great quarterback for the Hogs.
For sure.
Preseason ranked by media 14th out of 14 in the SEC. Future looks bright for Arkansas because we have him for probably 2 more seasons.
I hope so. But also, whenever we're talking about QBs, we're also talking about the passing game, which brings up to our secondary. It's never good when a team sets an offensive record when your team is on defense. That's what happened with Bama last week.
Yeah, second highest passing yards ever in an SEC game.
Yeah.
Tide had 559 yards through the air, average of 18 yards per catch last week against the Hogs. The Hogs had guts. They fought their hearts out in that game. But we did not. We literally got eaten up secondary position.
But this is where it kind of helps, is that Missouri does not have a standout wide receiver. But if our secondary doesn't stop it, Bazelak's going to throw it and try to expose all of our holes.
Absolutely.
So,
you know, looking at this game, researching it, a lot of interesting things came up in that, Greg. That's just weird. Like, similarities, like, just so many names on the Arkansas roster and on our coaching staff that have ties to Missouri that might make this game mean a little bit more than it naturally would.
Oh, for sure.
That starts with Barry Odom, our defensive coordinator. He was the head coach of Mizzou prior to Eli Drinkwitz. He's in her second season as our defensive coordinator, our assistant head coach.
Well, can't forget about our linebackers coach.
Yeah.
He used to be
a linebacker.
Yeah, for Mizzou.
Yeah.
We're talking about Michael Scherer. Like I said, he is our linebacker coach, but this isn't his first year with Arkansas. Last year, he served as our defensive analyst.
Yeah. And then on the field, Trey Williams.
Yep.
Does that name sound a little familiar?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, he's been an absolute stud and key on our defensive line this year. And he transferred last spring from Missouri.
Yeah.
Transfer rule changed a little bit, had immediate eligibility. He came to Arkansas. He has stood out this year.
Yeah.
He is one of 7 Missouri natives on the Arkansas roster.
Yep.
And then speaking of their head coach, old Eli Drinkwitz.
This is going to be his first game back in his home state.
As a head coach, absolutely. Yeah, he grew up in Alma, Arkansas.
Not too far north above us.
But spinach capital of the world.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And he actually began his collegiate coaching career at Arkansas State, which is his alma mater. Coached high school football in Arkansas. Made it big, went to Appalachian State, then Missouri, back in Arkansas.
He's not the only one. We have wide receiver Barrett Bannister and Akil Byers. They both went to Fayetteville High School, where the University of Arkansas is located. They share a campus.
Yeah, speaking of Bannister, it's kind of weird. I mean, he's a senior this year. He's wide receiver. He's not big. Like, he doesn't have a large role in Missouri's offense. But he set career records the past 2 years against Arkansas. I mean, last year he had 6 catches, 60 yards. It's just odd. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it means more to him. I don't know if there's a history there.
Yeah.
Of
Did
not
Arkansas pass him up?
offered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's trying to
odd,
show
but-
up back on his field, not in his colors. So I can see where that little bitterness is coming from.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you are new to this podcast, we are an Arkansas sports podcast, and we drink Arkansas beer. This week is Easy Rider Lager from Norfolk Brewing out of Norfolk, Arkansas.
Yep.
It's a pretty solid lager.
It's not bad. This is our second Norfolk Brewing
It has.
that we've talked about.
And I think both of them have seemed a little earthy. It's good,
Yeah.
though. I mean, it's a solid lager.
Yeah.
But it's good, and it's kind of focuses on bikers. The best path,
Yeah.
the best path through life is the open road,
Yeah.
which kind of
And the thing that it's saying about this specific beer is, if you're not expecting it, it has a bite on you. But
good though.
It is.
It's good. It's prediction time.
This is where it really comes down.
Last regular season game for the Hogs, and Arkansas is well coached. Mm-hmm. We have a hard-nosed defense.
Yeah.
Very balanced offense. Going
Yeah.
into the last game of the season, we're averaging 220 yards passing, 222 on the ground rushing. Very balanced. Mm-hmm. Playing in Fayetteville, it's senior day. I think the Fayetteville gives the Hogs an advantage. I think our passing game is going to be there,
Yeah.
but I think our rushing game takes over, controls the tempo of the game. I have the Hogs 38-21.
Okay.
The secondary, Arkansas secondary, worries me a little bit.
yeah, I can see that.
I mean, I think that they're going to Mizzou will get a few through the air. But still, I mean, at the end, I think there's probably a crapshoot touchdown for Missouri near the end of the game when it's over. That'll bring it to 38-21 Hogs.
See, every other time we've had a prediction where Arkansas wins, I am thinking that they're going to bring it closer.
And you're wrong.
I'm wrong.
I need someone to go back and look at the previous videos and see who has more W. Maybe that's what we need to start doing.
Maybe.
Who's the better predictor? The people need to know
But
who to trust.
But this one, I'm widening that gap.
Okay.
I
Showing
think,
me up.
I hope I do. I
Yeah.
hope I do. But with everything we just talked about, I think that after seeing how our secondary handled Alabama, I think they're going to make those necessary tweaks and adjustments. Yes, they're not facing another powerhouse, but they're still going to put that work in, fill those gaps. And I think our secondary is going to be able to hold it. I'm going to go 38-10.
Love it. Hey,
I think that we're going to be able to hold them. Like you said, there's going to be one crapshoot touchdown. There almost always is.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get close enough to where they can kick a field goal.
I think that one of the main differences in this game is going to be the fan in section 107 that's losing his mind.
It's going to be me. I will be at the game in section 107 this Friday.
Widening the gap himself. Yeah, but you can't chirp at Missouri because you're on the Arkansas side, but nevertheless.
Now, why? We chirped at LSU when we were on the Arkansas side. That's how it works.
We're for the people of the people.
Always. We're going to be right
Whatever
there
it
in the
takes
next
for
with
that
you.
W.
Well, you were at the game not too long ago. You were at the game, what,
yeah.
2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
So-
try to go as many,
Yeah, so we're going
Used to go to them all, but
Yeah.
kids, family, financials.
Yeah,
you
it's what
know.
happened. So-
if there's a booster out there that wants to support Diamond State Sports with season tickets,
We'll be more than happy to put on a pregame show
I will
before.
put your name in this every week. We love you.
But, so we got 38-21.
Yeah, 38-21 here.
Then I have
38-10.
38-10.
Hey, I hope this guy's right.
I do too.
I hope I'm right too.
We're going to figure it out.
But we'll see. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Like always, like, subscribe, leave us a comment.
Yeah, let us know your prediction. How wrong are we? How right are we? Do you think it's going to be a closer game? Do you think it's going to be a blowout one way or another? Just let us know.
Tag your favorite booster. Let them know we need tickets. And stay tuned, guys. This is the last regular season game.
Yep.
We'll have a bowl preview because Arkansas is going bowling.
Yeah, they are.
We'll have some bowl preview later.
Yep.
We'll transition into some basketball stuff, but
Hey, we might have some other surprises along the way.
you never know.
You got to stick around and find out.
All right. Thanks, guys. Till next time.
See ya.